Everybody, welcome back to another excitement tier list. I want to talk Guilty Gear. We have seen all 8 of the Guilty Gear characters, and I just want to chat about them. I want to talk, chat, and vibe. Get your guys' thoughts on the Guilty Gear characters, and kind of tell you where my thoughts are about what's happening with the Guilty Gear Strife characters. I'm excited. And so, with that said, I get to pull up this screen, Guilty Gear X UniVersus, and what we're going to do is the only pictures that I have pulled up are the characters themselves. And so we're going to vibe with a character, and then we're going to look at the tier list, which I have over here, which is very simple and straightforward. I have very excited, I'll try it, no thanks, and ew yuck, which is, I think, a perfectly 4-tiered system that I have no flaws or thoughts in. And again, this is not meant to be a power level tier list. This is not meant to be anything besides, am I excited for these characters? Do I want to look and try and play these characters? And that is the only thing that matters here. We will do power level whenever we see more cards, but just the words on the face of the cards, what looks exciting. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and just start with Bridget. Bridget is a 7 hand size, 21 health character, has the Hunter character trait, has the air and water symbols that we can see right down here. It says enhance, flip 1 card in your card pool, colon. This attack gets +2 or -2 speed, period. As well as response twice per turn. After your attack deals damage, add 1 face down card from your card pool to your momentum, period. So here is my thought when it comes to Bridget. Right now, without seeing anything else, knowing how the game works, there's currently like a pseudo infinite loop with Bridget. I'm not going to explain the full loop. But basically the way that it works is you find a string of like 2 cards, 3 cards or something like that, and you put every card in your rival's deck into their card pool if you have no way to interact with it, which is not very interesting or fun. So I imagine this character is going to get some sort of errata. If this character does not get an errata, I'll be very surprised. I will genuinely be shocked. Because of how quick and easy it is for this character to get online and do their thing. It's on 4s, and she has incompatible, so you get to check a lot of 3s. Yeah, it feels like it is not even pretending to play the game UniVersus, and so I think that something is going to happen to it. And so when it comes to my excitement, I'm going to leave the loop out of it. I'm just going to say, hey, it does not, whatever. And so when it comes to the excitement of flipping a card in my card pool for my move to get +2 or -2 speed, and then after my attack deals damage, add a face down card from my card pool to my momentum, I think this character is dope. Like the idea of like, I've played an attack, I'm done with it, as I play another one, I will flip one, is very cool, right? I'm a big fan of it. I'll try Bridget. Almost too very excited for Bridget. Like it is tight for one of these two because I like the gameplay loop, because there's also like this world where like twice per turn after your attack deals damage, add a face down card from your card pool to your momentum. She does have a symbol where she gets to take and play a block, play the Chun-Li reversal, flip the card we blocked with, and then when the Chun-Li reversal hits, it will then go to momentum. Another cool thing to do, right? Like there's some really neat ideas. As Wub said, her action goes crazy, gives echo and flips. If it hits, gives momentum for the echo. That's cool. This is cool. You know what? I'm actually she's very simple and straightforward. I think I'm gonna put Bridget in. Very excited. I think there's some really cool ideas of like churning your own card pool, which is dope. Outside of the infinite flood my opponent's card pool to death loop, which sounds lame and cringe. All right, let's look at the next one. From here we've got Happy Chaos, 633, very healthy boy. At the start of the game, add 6 bullet counters to this card. Enhance, remove 1 bullet counter, : your ranged attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage. If it deals damage, look at the top card of your deck, period. You may add that card to your hand or your momentum. So this character is very interesting. He feels very explosive. Obviously, we know, seeing some of the cards, which we're not going to look at today, there's a way for us to reload our 6 bullets. There's a card that says, like, discard your hand, draw X cards, get that many number of bullet counters. Here's my thought process, right? If you have any sort of ranged throw ideas, right? I play my ranged throw, I remove my bullet counter, I get 1/1, and I do one of 3 things. I look at the top card of my deck and I leave it on top if it's a good check. I look at the top card of my deck and I add it to my hand, which is draw a card. Or I look at the top card of my deck and I add it to my momentum, which is draw a card. If I hit with a bullet charged attack, I fundamentally, like, break the game value wise. Like, it's really good. But at the same time, like, the issue is you have to make these bullet counter pumped attacks hit. And so, like, there is, like, the sub game, there is the mini game, is how do I get the thing to hit? How much speed do I put on the thing? Do I put a keyword on it? Do I wait and do I play some pokes or whatnot and let you reduce your hand and then pop off? But, like, there's a chance that, like, this character, like, just, like, draws 6 cards on offense, right? This character is fundamentally blank on defense, though. This character does nothing on defense. We can't even, like, use bullet counters to, like, let them hit us to then draw a card to, like, defend ourselves later. And so it's a one-sided 6 hand size 33 health character. Like, it's kind of whatever. I'm in the no thanks category. I'm sure that this character could probably get pretty good, but I just don't think that I'm very interested in trying to figure out how this guy works. Looks neat, probably is really cool, but probably just isn't going to be for me personally. Somebody else can crack that code. We've got Eno, 7 hand size, 21 health, is a mage, is a fire and chaos, or sorry, fire and void symbol, excuse me. Enhance, : change the zone of this attack, period. This attack, that's mine attack or your attack. Your rival may have you seal one of their foundations to cancel this ability. So I may turn off one of your cool pieces to say, hey, you don't change the zone. So here's the big deal about this character, right? Is because of the... Let me explain how this character works. I am going to declare the top enhance. I'm going to say, Eno, top enhance. My rival then and there has to figure out if they're going to choose to cancel or not before I declare what zone I'm changing it to. Whether I change it to a high or a low or a mid, I don't have to give any of that information. They have to then figure out, am I going to cancel this ability? If they let me cancel, I get to selectively take the best piece off of their board and just shut it off. And this is not like a once per turn type idea. And so as I take and I dismantle their stage by sealing things, I'm just going to have the correct block zone because I'm a 7 hand size character. Otherwise, I'm going to not dismantle the stage and I'm going to full block everything or zone overload them or whatever. And then in response, after you change the zone of an attack, my attack or your attack, it gets +2 damage, period. So if I have anything that says, like, after my rival's attack gains damage, give it minus speed or something along those lines, those abilities will all trigger as well. Because it's an attack that makes it happen. I think this character is dope. I think this character is super, super dope. I think that I love the idea. Just that top enhance is so neat of change the zone of the attack, period, to mess things up. That in and of itself, just saying that, like, you get to pseudo full block everything is so cool. With that said, besides the zone change, there's no real stat decrease on face, and so you do have to find like your defensive stuff elsewhere. And so this is a cool character. I am into it. I am excited to see what Ino is going to have access to play cool cards. I'm really excited to see what Ino's got access to. I want to tape so back with the character. Yeah, agreed. I think it's neat. Let's look at Kiske. Kiske? Let's look at Kai. 6 hand size, 30 health character. Has the champion keyword. Air and order. Kiske? Kiske? Kai Kiske? Enhance : this attack, mine or yours, gets +1 or -1 speed. If your rival has 6 or more committed foundations, it gets +3 or -3 speed instead. Somebody's saying it's Kiske. Nah, I like Kiske. Kai Kiske. It's very funny. This character is very cool. This character is super neat. If my rival overextends into me or makes a major block, they're not going to be blocking the rest of my moves. They have to have a massive stage in order to play the game. I think it's kind of perfect for what an air order character should look like. Big, healthy character, and gives just a ton of speed. +1 or -1 speed, +3 or -3 instead. If my rival has overextended, it's dope. It's super cool. And the response after your charge or range attack deals damage, commit or freeze one rival foundation. That is, again, you selectively picking. And so if my range attack hits, I get to selectively commit your best foundation. It's very strong. Combining that with all of my moves are getting minimum +1 speed, all of your moves are getting -1 speed, I think this character is incredible. This character is so good. You put a little bit of speed hate or speed pump in your stage, and I think this character is going to be a menace if you can figure out what bomb you want to play. Whether it be like there is the this guy Kokoshos. Yeah, this guy is that's a ranged or charged. Yeah, this card is super neat. This card is so cool. It's a charge. That's sick. That's really cool. Yeah, I think Kai is neat and is going to find a bomb that you're going to be absolutely terrified. Like the idea of this character having access to, and I'm gonna age myself here for a second, an indiscriminate shock is a big deal. Like we find that I think that there's like press the advantage, I think is the name of the 2 check. I think like this character could play press the advantage with a straight face and absolutely kill somebody with it, genuinely. Of just like, hey, I'm gonna selectively commit that and then get massive stats, and then get an extra 3 speed, and like that's the bomb that I'm gonna kill you with. Makes a ton of sense. This Kai is very cool. With that said, a little boring to me personally. He's certainly in the I'll try it category, but I'm not like excited to get in the lab and really grind out what Kai's got going on. May 631 has the earth and water keyword. Water symbols, has the pirate character trait, which is super dope. Your deck may include up to 8 copies of one ally attack card, period. Instantly is jumping up into the very excited. Deck builder's paradise. If I was allowed to play 8 copies of one attack, what would I do? Just instantly want to do that. Enhance : your attack is +2 damage, period. That in and of itself, I mean, that's what Ryu does. Ryu just already does that. If that attack has the same name as another card in your card pool, you may flip one foundation and ready it. And so a character that says, if I find multiple copies of cards, I get to double the length of my stage, and it gets to play 8 copies of an ally attack in the card pool. I don't know what allies you really get on the earth and water symbol that necessarily matter. It was fun to think about for 30 minutes until someone said, oh, beast summoning. Yeah, I think beast summoning is good, right? But when it comes to beast summoning, like, beast summoning is very solid. And the fact that you get to, like double up on your stage is very cool. But that 4 health cost is, like, very good. I guess it's a 7 damage. I guess it's a 7 damage beast summon, which is good, right? Like, that's probably the trade-off. Yeah, just even the thought experiment is, like, dope. Her teaming counts ally attacks in card pool. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm very excited for May. I think May is super sick. I'm really excited. Black Abyss is lol. I also think Black Abyss is pretty funny. Yeah, I'm excited for May. Again, it's just like deck builder's paradise of how am I allowed to cheat the game and do things that I'm not supposed to do with the 8 copies, and that's enough to make me excited for it. Here is Nagoriyuki. It's funny, I preview this guy and I can't say it. 632 Samurai Vampire. Again, dope keyword traits. So sick. I love how generic they are. It's so cool. All order. Has the world's largest static of all time, looking like a Faye Valentine static. When an ability that adds 1 or more blood counters to this card resolves, if there are 4 or more blood counters on it, commit 1 rival card. It can be any card in their stage. Lose 10 health and remove all blood counters from this card. This effect cannot reduce your health below 1 period. Enhance your turn. Add 1 blood counter to this card, period. Your attack gets +4 damage, period. So, when it comes to what Nago gets, I think that the big thing here is he gets to set up turns where he's allowed to turn my rival's best defensive piece off, and randomly giving your moves +4 damage is, like, really solid, right? I'm gonna give +16 damage for me to lose 10 health, because reversals don't necessarily exist inside the game, or it's very difficult to do it. It's this -10 health is not that big of a deal, if that makes sense. It's not that big of a deal. I think the idea of me taking and playing out, I think the cool thing about Nago is actually I'm not just supposed to press his enhance your turn on every attack of the game. I can, but I don't think that's necessarily the best way to do it. I think actually like your turn 1 is like a good solid build. Your turn 2 is like I play my 3 attacks and I build up my blood counters, and then I take and on turn 3 I play my first attack, I press my enhance, and I commit my rival's character, and then I say, okay, you don't have your character, which is your defensive piece, and then I'm gonna just slam 4 damage on every move, and yeah, I took the 10, but I'm just gonna hammer it all home. I think that is a dope way to play this character, and it's very obvious to see the play patterns. I do think that it is important to look at like what the rest of his cards do. How do I get extra blood counters on the card, or even like reducing blood counters and adding blood counters on, like playing with that number going up and down is probably where this character really shines. Excitement level wise though, again, I'm kind of in that no thanks department. I think he's really neat, unless I think I'm just gonna let somebody do the homework for me. I think I'm just gonna let somebody else is gonna make a sick Nago deck, and I'll steal it and I'll play it. Like, I'm not excited to go brew with this guy, if that makes sense, right? Like, kind of same thing with like Happy Chaos is, I'm if somebody hands me a Nago deck, or somebody hands me a Happy Chaos deck, I'll play it. But like, I'm not actively trying to lab it. Up next, let's look at Potemkin. Potemkin. There it is. We got it. 532. Crazy. This guy has less health than Happy Chaos. That's insane that he's got less health. Earth and Void. Potemkin. Poe, the Dragon Warrior. He's got Earth and Void. I love this symbol combination for what this character does. Response tenacious, so playable while he's committed or turned sideways. Before you take damage from an attack, if its damage is 4 or greater, it gets -1 damage, period. The thing about this character is that ability is such a bad training tool. If you think all the way back to, I had a friend and teammate who used to play KOF Goro all the time, and just taught himself to just damage reduce and never block ever, because he would just like reduce things all the way down to nothing, right? And then use his character to -1 the thing. Very Grog-esque. And I think ultimately, like, this teaches bad habits. I think this character is really neat though for the throw characters to get anti-thrown. Let me explain. If I have a throw character that has a 5 damage throw coming in, and I block the throw, right? It is a 5 damage throw. Normally, if it is blocked, it will deal 3 damage. Tim takes the 5 damage, reduces down to 4 damage. It's now blocked. It's now 2. And so, like, it's not saving 1, it's saving 2 on block. So it's on a block. It's on block for a 5-hand size character, which is just not the thing that they normally want to do. It's just a tough pill to swallow of my 5-hand size character wants to block and like be defensive in that way. You know, it's weird. And then response: after your attack is completely blocked, your rival discards 1 card, period. This not being once per turn, this being repeatable over and over and over again, I'm so interested in. I think this is so cool. Of just like after your attack is completely blocked, your rival discards a card. It's super neat. It's super neat. I think Wub makes a good point though. Metalhead is more interesting to this, not gonna lie, and we already gave up on that guy. I think that this is like a neat space. Again, I like the Earth Void place of like my rival is gonna discard cards pretty severely, and I don't think the damage reduction is like enough to matter. I think I'm down to try it, but I think that you're right. I think if I were to play a character this shaped, it would just be Metalhead. He's got significantly more health, selectively flips my rival's cards, and like maybe there's a world where like Metalhead plus Tim like work in tandem to be like, if you have too many cards in your hand, I'll just swap to Tim and like really punish you for blocking, or if your stage matters, I can just be Metalhead. And so like utilizing that clown car kind of sideboard idea. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna put him in the I'll try it category, but he probably very quickly is gonna toss into no thanks. It's like, no thanks, not really what I'm working with, not really where it's at. And then our last character, we've got Soul Badguy, 632. He's got Chaos Fire. He's got the Warrior character trait. Your first attack each turn gains tension. Period. Just gains tension. We've done it. Just get a Roman cancel for free. He turns every attack into a tension move, which is dope. And then response: after 1 or more cards are added to your momentum, your next check to play a fire card gets +1, period. This character is so sick. This character is so cool. Probably my favorite character in the set. I think cheating momentum with the tension keyword is like so cool. I think the Roman cancels existing and the things that they do are so cool. Like, it's so neat to see how this like the 4 abilities on that card are so strong. And the fact that like when you use tension things, like your next check to play a fire card gets +1 is like it's so sick. Soul is all the way at the top of my list. This is the character that I will be grinding and like getting to be the best that it can be. Every week I will have an updated version of Soul Badguy. I will be playing this guy over and over and over again, just because of how much I like the tension mechanic and how much I like the Roman cancel mechanic. I like it so much. It makes me very bummed that like after this set, we're just not going to see tension pretty much ever again in any set ever. It is so sick. Like, Soul is so cool, man. Soul is so cool. He's the opposite side of Kai's vanilla. Yeah, that's very much how I feel. It's turning, man, making all of your echo moves just give themselves that free momentum is like just so solid in and of itself. The fire symbol wants you to play like super wide, and like just figuring out how to like get extra momentum is so cool. Like having your tension cards, like having your first card be given like have the tension, and just like being able to like double tension on a singular blitz is just so strong, dude. Like snap 2 momentum tokens and then like pop off. It's so cool. It's so cool, dude. I'm just so into it. Mighty Blitz being a 5 mid for 10 is sicko as the first move. Dude, I agree. I so agree. It's so cool. But yeah, there it is. There's the excitement tier list when it comes to Guilty Gear. I think impressively, not a single one of these characters are in the ew yuck category. Like, I'm excited to like look at all of them. There's not a character that I'm like I'm actively not planning on playing, and I can't say that about like every set that's come out this past year, right? Like there's no Connie, there's no Jean that would for sure exist in the ew yuck category. But with that said, I would love to know your guys' what character are you most excited for in the Guilty Gear set of the UniVersus CCG. Would love to know. Would love to get your thoughts and opinions. With that said, you guys, thank you much for watching, and as always, I wish you well.